That will keep you up to date with that before that finishes, probably around 5 o'clock as well. But now we're going to be talking to Emma and Martin. They've come in to see us this afternoon, so thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
Yeah, it's good to have you in to talk about a brand new event that started last Sunday. It was the first time. Now, people will be familiar with the parkrun that runs right here in Bolton up at Leverhulme Park. Hugely successful event, run by Rowan and Ali, who've been in to see us before. But this is the junior parkrun, so it's for youngsters to get involved, get the trainers on, get the running shoes on, and get out there and have a good old run around.
Yeah, it's very much the same as normal parkrun, but it's on a Sunday morning down at Queen's Park. We start at 9 every week, and it's a 2K course rather than the 5K course, and any junior aged 4 to 14 is welcome to put their trainers on and come down and join us on a Sunday morning.
And do they get to the parents go along with them as well? The parents run around?
Yeah, so parents are welcome to run. They're not allowed to cross the finish and they won't get a time, but they're welcome to run, and if they don't want to run, we've always got a high-vis jacket, and they're welcome to cheer on and marshal for us as well if they want to.
So when did you start? When did you decide to start the run?
Well, we started thinking about it about 6 months ago, and we asked Rowan whether there were any plans for a junior run, and he said, yes, if you want to set one up, we'll help you do that. So we started going down to Platfields at South Manchester, because that was our nearest junior park run, and it's a bit of a long way to go on a Sunday morning, so we decided to set one up here in Bolton.
So as well as yourself, who else is involved?
There's a core team, so Brian and Michelle, who are heavily involved over at Witton Park Run over Blackburn. They come down and help. So my husband Jonathan, he's involved. Melissa Taylor and her daughter Brooke. So there's a large cohort of volunteers who make it happen every week.
And what's your role in it all? Are you kind of taking up the lead organiser, or? Yeah,
so I'm technically the event director, and most weeks I'm either the run director or I'll be tail running, one or the other.
So Martin, there's a question for you. I believe that you're one of the brainchilds behind the park run. Is that correct? And how old are you?
8.
You're 8, okay. And you go along to the Bolton Park Run as well, and you've seen how that's all set up. So how do you feel that there's now a junior event that you can take more part in?
Well, I feel very happy because I don't have to drive a long way just to run.
Just to run, and obviously you have to go all the way over to Manchester, don't you? So it's good to have a run right on your doorstep, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how have you found it? Obviously, having children wanting to take part in running.
Yeah, it runs off the energy early in the morning, so that's always a good thing. We had 104 youngsters at our first event last week, so that was more than we were expecting. And we had everybody from some of the top speedy lads and lasses from the Harriers and Bolton AC, right the way through to people completing in 25-26 minutes. So I think our course record's now been set at 6 minutes and 12 seconds for 2 laps of Queen's Park. Takes me longer than that to put the cones out, so yeah, it's a bit speedy, isn't it?
Makes it all worth it, doesn't it?
It does.
So many young people, they want to take up running, and it's great that something has been set up just for that. I mean, what age? You've already said that the ages we can take part is like 4 to 14, isn't it? So, but and obviously, as I said before, we've had Ali and Ronan from Bolton Park Run, which which takes place every Saturday. They've helped you obviously with the organisation and setting it up and everything like that. Is it sort of like a natural progression to get kids started in the junior park run to like take them up to the 5K and maybe into like running clubs or athletics clubs?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are kids that run with us on a Sunday who've also run at the 5K on a Saturday. So there's some of the older children will do both. Some of the younger ones, the sort of 4, 5, 6-year-olds find the 5K a bit of a long way, particularly if it's a bit wet and windy. Whereas a 2K course is completable. They're all round within about half an hour, so it's much easier, and there's a nice big playground for them to hang around in afterwards and stretch out on the slide.
Now, do they have tea and cake at the? Because we were down there just at the beginning of January, and for their 5th birthday bash, we were down there. Did they have all the tea and cakes and the nice goodies at the end, Martin? What did they have what did they have at the end? Is there any nice treats for you for all that running?
Yes, there's a big tub of sweets at the end.
Big sweets. So is that your treat after you've run your 2 kilometres?
Yes, and sometimes there's a cafe that's open that sells ice cream.
Well, that's a winner for me. That's got to be a winner.
That's a winner.
It certainly gives incentives to get kids out and active, even on a Sunday morning, which is not usually the best time. But obviously, it doesn't have to clash with the normal park run, does it?
No, it means that all the mums and dads can get up and run around on us and come down and run with us on a Sunday. One of the big differences under the under 11 5K, whereas if you're confident enough to do it, you're allowed to run on your own at junior parkrun. So you don't have to run at the speed of your slow adult helper. You can go speedy.
Brilliant. So let's just recap on the event. It's every Sunday at Queen's Park. Starts at 9.
Yep.
And where do people meet up for that?
So we're usually there from about 20 past 8:30 down by the playground, on the grass just by the playground. You'll see us there. We do a warm up at about 10 to 9, and then get them all started off at 9 o'clock.
And it generally lasts for about an hour or so?
We're usually finished by about 9:30, so it's a bit like a flash mob, really, compared to adult parkrun. It's very quick. Juniors have a different set of milestones to the adult T-shirts. So juniors earn wristbands when they hit certain distances. So after you've done 11 junior 2K parkruns, you get a half marathon wristband because you've covered the half marathon distance. And 22, you get your marathon wristband, and 50, you get your ultra marathon wristband. So there's prizes to be won.
And how do they register? Do they register via the website?
Yep, so if you go to parkrun.org.uk and register and get your barcode, if you're already registered and have a barcode, you only ever need one, and you bring your barcode down, you run, and you give us your barcode and your finishing token at the end to get your time.
Sounds good. So, and are you getting your social media up and running as well?
Yep. So there's a Queen's Park Junior Parkrun Facebook page and a Queen's Park Juniors Twitter account. So you can follow us on both of those for all the updates.
Certainly do. Any more details you'd like to share with us?
No, I think get your shoes on, get out there. Don't need any fancy kit. And have a run around the park with your mates.
And even though it's Easter Sunday tomorrow, you're going to be down there as well?
We are. The cafe's not open this week because it's Easter Sunday, but they're opening again next week. And we will have coffee and water and things at the finish tomorrow, but we're on tomorrow. And
you get your Easter eggs as well tomorrow, Martin. What do you think about that? That's an extra treat for you.
Burn off the chocolate before you start. Yeah.
I think so. Emma and Martin, thank you very much for coming in to see us.
Thank you very much.
With the event. Please do come and see us again once you get time. I'm pretty sure we'll be glad to see you again.
Thank you very much.
Junior Parkrun there. So yeah, get down tomorrow. Down there really. Get registered via the Parkrun website. To register and free to run there as well. I see you looking at me.